Hey all, this is Chris, and welcome back to the second episode of what is going to be a playthrough to the entire story of World War 2 with commentary from time to time. This is the second episode. This is exactly where we left off yesterday after creating our character, and we will go through from here and continuing the story. Now, I opted to continue through the tutorial area and incorporate it in a story because it's actually where you meet one of the characters that you will be fighting with and alongside with for a very long time. And also, big spoiler alert, like if you're watching this series because you would like to just relieve some of the moments from the story, then please stay and watch it. But just a heads up, big spoiler alert again. As we will be playing through the story, you will find out a lot of things, and if you're not here yet, then better pause this, go and play the game, return back afterwards. Thank you very much, and let's see. Let's start.
We're under attack. Everybody get to the inn. We can protect you at the inn.
Okay, seems that I need protecting. I know I feel like a hero, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kill these centaurs. There we go. We saved some people, so we are already heroes. I hope that they will buy us something cool afterwards. Maybe we get ice cream. Yay! And here we have Sergeant Waters. Now, Sergeant Waters has another big part that is going to be played in the story, but let's just see this now.
Sergeant, there are more centaurs on the other side of town. Captain Thackeray's calling for reinforcements at the garrison.
If he's calling for help, it must be serious. But I can't spare anyone.
I'll go. Captain Thackeray's never failed Divinity's Reach. If I can help him, I will.
Balthazar, bless you. That's the spirit that'll win this war. Good luck.
There you go. We are some selfless heroes. So we were sent to the inn in order to be protected, but we decided to play hero. Now, as I was mentioning, Sergeant Waters, the one that we had back there, she is going to play another part in the story. I'm not going to go into that at the moment. But she was one of the main actors in uncovering a very big mystery at some point. Now, this multi-story, this story instance, sorry for that. This story instance is actually multiplayer based. Usually the story instances are solo players, or if you have friends and you're in a party, but the tutorial area is actually part for everybody. So it seems that we will be joined by a few other characters that we have here, a few other players. But we have that big smile on our faces. So we're definitely going to win this fight, right? We have to.
Maintain the pressure. We've got them off balance.
And here we have Logan Thackeray. You might remember him from the early cinematics of World War II, in which the races were being presented.
Get ready. There's another wave coming.
We will make our stand in Divinity's Reach. But for now we will just make our stand in Shamer. And for many of you, if this is the first time when you're playing the game, you might encounter your first boss.
Enough of this. Take down their
Of course, this one. It's absolutely not hard at all.
humans. You think you can defeat me?
Let's follow him. Of course we can. We are heroes. We have 4 heroes here. We must defeat him.
What is it? It's huge!
That, soldier, is a threat. We're destroying them. Charge!
Now, technically in this part of the tutorial, you will have absolutely no issue defeating this boss. But in case you ever need to be protected, you can just come here and hide under Logan's shield. But again, there should not be any issue at any point. Just good to know. Also, throughout the story, I will cover as many achievements as possible if they're present. Usually, we will have those later on in the story, starting most likely Heart of Thorns.
It's not dead yet. Brace yourselves. I think it's gonna explode.
Where am I? What happened?
You were injured when the elemental exploded. Captain Thackeray brought you here personally. You've been unconscious for 3 days.
You had lots of visitors. Villagers you rescued, some seraph, even a noble from the city. He came by several times.
That'd be Lord Farron. He's a good friend. I'll check in with him once I'm fully recovered. What should I do now?
Fresh air and exercise are the best medicine. The goddess Duena helped you. Perhaps you could help others?
Thanks, I will. And thanks for taking such good care of me.
Bless you. You'll find plenty to do out in the valley. May Duena protect you.
There we go. Now, before continuing further on, I'm going to stop this episode here. As Priestess Amelia mentioned, fresh air and exercise are the best medicine. And it's a nice evening outside, so I think I'm going to take a walk in regards to this. But before I leave you, we're just going to go outside. There we go, better scenery. I would just like to take a few moments to just talk about what I intend to do with this playthrough. So we will try to go through everything about the story. When we find interesting characters, we're going to try to talk about them, see background story, and see tips and tricks, things that you might not know about each of the characters. I will try to keep that at the appropriate time so that it will not be too much of a big spoiler for you. Also, during the weekends, I will try to start and Twitch map explorations. Most likely this weekend I would like to take us through the entire story of Queensdale, locations, and just go ahead and do explorations, hearts, and just have a chat on Twitch about this. And every night you will be seeing another episode of the story. I will try to keep them around 10 minutes in order not to get people bored having to watch too much content at a time. And what else? Like, we will stop here for tonight, and tomorrow we will start and we will head into our story. Now, I have not decided yet if I should level up my character to level 10 so we can continue the story already, or if we should do something before we continue the story. I will think about that, and tomorrow, when we return, I'll have the answer and I will know if we would be level 10 heading into the story, or if we would be level 1 and trying to do some meaningful tasks around to see what we can do. But for tonight, thank you all for watching and see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Bye.